and right into the stretch. Looking back and throws up the middle. Rose is on his way around. Picked up by Otis.
Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say, here comes the boom, ready or not. Here comes the boys from the south. Boom, here comes the boom, ready or not. How you like me now?
You don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati.
Are you frozen? Are we watching live? You're not screaming. Can anybody hear Santori? Technical difficulties are among us. Darth, is Santori frozen? You're watching Dad live. Okay, that's going to be really entertaining watching me live. Not sure. Getting a text from you know who. All I get is an LOL. All right. Well, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to talk about today, other than we're going to talk about the Buffalo Bills front office. I know that, and I know my son wants to talk about the Cleveland Browns. I guess dysfunctionality, maybe. Or maybe the Baker Mayfield comments. I'm not 100% sure what he wants to talk about. I think we also need to cover just a little bit about baseball and what I'm sure is an impending baseball strike for 2027. And then there's always just the Bengals and whatever the world they're going to plan on doing. I'm not sure exactly what they're going to be doing this offseason, but there are probably some right things and some wrong things, and maybe if they close their eyes and throw a dart at a dartboard, maybe they'll get a few things right this year as opposed to last year. This is a little his Wi-Fi cut out. You didn't pay your bill, so I guess we'll start with the Buffalo Bills. I'm sure everybody heard about the crazy press conference that happened after they lost their end of the year press conference, where the owner of the Bills really, I guess, took exception to the pick of Coleman, the receiver they took last year in the draft, and I guess he had a few choice comments about McDermott and the coaching staff being the ones that really wanted him, and he or the general manager were not fans of this guy. I think he forgot that he's still on the roster. I'm not sure if my owner and my GM are speaking that negatively about me. Hey, touchdown over there.
You are watching live.
Okay, now do it. That's all you got?
I'm laughing now. Oh my God. My Wi-Fi cut as soon as I heard, you don't live in Cleveland, you live in Cincinnati. And my screen went, boop, shit. Oh, my God.
Well, we might as well continue on the subject of the Buffalo Bills because that's where I was.
All right. Well, my Wi-Fi is running at about 25 megabits per second.
I don't even know what that means. That's probably not
That's
fair.
bad.
That's probably running maybe like a Bengal tight end.
It's like a turtle farting into a parachute. It's not going very far.
All right. Yeah, Darth says our front office has their issues for sure, but the Bills show us that office issues also certainly do. You are frozen over there with a drink stuck in your pie hole.
We're doing great.
Maybe this is why we don't do shows that often anymore.
I'm gonna get one of those Wi-Fi extender things.
I think you got a little mouse on a wheel that's running your Wi-Fi right now.
Apparently.
Gerbil-fi.
I got one bar.
All right. Well, I don't think these guys want to hear about your bars.
It's a small one.
Okay, back to the Bills. The bickering Bills in their front office.
What about
I
him?
think if I'm Coleman, I'm asking for a trade. Definitely.
Yeah, they kind of threw his ass right under the bus, didn't they?
Yeah, I mean, if my boss or my GM or owner said, I really didn't want you anyway. The guy we just fired, him and his staff wanted you, but we didn't want you. I think
That
I'm
was
saying,
their
okay,
decision.
maybe one of the other teams want me. Can we make a trade?
Yeah, like, oh my God. I couldn't imagine.
The other thing that they probably did, and I'm not smart enough to come up with this myself. I did see this on Twitter, but it made sense. They just made a job that was probably an incredibly enviable job for a future head coach, a lot less enviable, knowing that you have to work with those kind of jackballs that are your owner and your
Well,
GM.
think of the sway of emotions that like John Harbaugh went through this week. I got a job. Holy shit, I could have had Josh Allen. Holy shit, look at the bullet I dodged. Like,
Right.
no wonder why they're not winning. No wonder they're not finishing. They just showed their dysfunction at the top.
Well, you wonder how many comments are made like that behind the scenes directly to McDermott and his staff over the years. And if that starts happening, then you lose your confidence and you don't have that balls to the walls mentality. You're probably wondering, God, if I make another mistake, I'm going to hear about this Monday morning again.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. That's really bad.
It's nice to know that we're not the only ones with some dysfunction.
Well, and it's just like you said, the Bills had been thought of for a long time as being one of the better organizations. And boy, did they expose themselves.
Well, I think it was Joe Goodberry put it out
Is
there.
that a Christmas tree in the background still?
Yeah. There's another one over there.
You're just going to keep that thing up until next year and you won't have to worry about it?
We left that one up for the entire year. That one hasn't come down since November of 24.
There you go.
It's hit 3 different years.
Great.
Yeah, it's we threw a bed sheet over it and turned it into a ghost for Halloween. Ashley just decorates it for the season. It's just a tree at this point.
Okay. Well, I don't know if there's anything else to talk about with the Bills. I mean, I'm not a big Bills fan. I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about it, but that obviously was a lot of made big news.
Yeah, it was.
That's our last
it gave us something.
podcast.
It gave us something to talk about for 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
There you go.
Or you.
Me for a little bit going, what do I do now? You are watching live. Do I do that? No, I don't do that. If I'd have screamed that in the house, Kim would have killed me.
Well, I wonder how my neighbors feel.
I don't know.
I haven't done it a whole lot since I've moved here, but at the last place, it was 2 and 3 days a week. They probably hated me.
So what else we got? You said you wanted to talk about the Browns.
Yeah, I'm taking a freaking victory lap right now on the Brownies, man.
Why is that?
So about on August, let me find the tweet because I've been having a fucking field day with it, if I could be honest. August 25th of 2024, I said, when are the Browns fans going to realize that Andrew Berry destroyed what they had? Because that was shortly after everything happened with Baker and they got rid of Dorsey. And you know how I feel about Dorsey, right?
Yes.
And this guy said, how? What are you talking about? He hasn't destroyed anything. This was like he had already planted the seeds for everything to fall apart. And I'm looking ahead going, ooh, this is not going to end well for Cleveland. And I said, the Watson trade and contract, I'm going to count that as one move. One devastating decision, right? Losing Baker Mayfield. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yes.
Not retaining Joe Flacco. Dismantling their own offensive line. Their cap situation. I said extending Amari Cooper was the wrong decision. He's no longer there. And I said players lost include OBJ, Landry, Treader, Richardson, Ogunjobi, Vernon, Donovan People-Jones, McDowell, Jackson, Walker, Clowney, Johnson, Schwartz, Brissett, Moore, and they lost Bill Callahan. I said, and they were at 26 and 25 when they did all of those decisions. And this guy said, Baker's trash, Flacco is trash, the offensive line is literally the same, Andrew Berry is best in the game with the cap, Amari Cooper's a beast. I went back today with the news that everybody and their brother is declining to work for the Cleveland Browns.
Including Darth's cat.
Including Darth's cat. And I retweeted it today and said 17 months later, Baker Mayfield's doing great. Joe Flacco just tore it up for Cincinnati this year. The Browns' offensive line is in shambles. Amari Cooper is gone. I was on a 100% hit rate on this post 2 years ago. Boom! Freaking dumb pieces of shit. You guys still like Andrew Berry? He destroyed what you guys had, and we saw it coming years ahead of time. He might be the worst general manager in sports. I would say it's the Bengals, but we don't fucking have one, and we're doing better. I got like an 8-man conglomerate working together with zero scouting department, and it's a bunch of freaking dumbass brothers and sisters trying to figure this shit out with no budget, and they're still doing better. And that was the family that used to run you. God, it sucks to be a Browns fan. My buddy Jay texted me. He said, when was the last time they won the division? So I went back. When was the last time the Browns won the division, Father?
I would say when they were the old Cleveland Browns.
The 1989 season. If they don't win the division in the next 4 years, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, 2020s, we're going into a 6th decade. Holy fucking shit, guys. I know it's really only like 40-some years, but Jesus Christ. Do you know who's won the division more recently than the Browns? This is my favorite sports stat. This is my favorite stat in all of professional sports.
Which NFL team has won a division since with a lesser drought than the Browns? Is that what you're saying?
No, just which team has won this division more recently than the Browns?
Well, Darth says the Oilers.
The fucking Oilers. They don't even exist anymore.
Love you, Blue.
The Tennessee Oilers. Not even the Houston Oilers. It was that like 2-year period where they moved to Tennessee and still retained the name. The vague Tennessee Oilers won the AFC Central, wasn't even the North yet, before the Cleveland Browns.
That's rough.
And those Browns are in Baltimore. That's not even the same team. The current Cleveland Browns, whatever, 1998, 97, whatever it was when they came back, never won it.
How many times have the current Cleveland Browns been in the playoffs?
I think twice.
They won one game, right, with Baker?
They beat Pittsburgh with Baker and then shit-canned him because we finally got some success. Let's kick that to the fucking curb. And you saw how Baker felt about that. Oh, my God.
His comments about Stefanski. Holy Moses. I can't wait to play that guy.
Oh, my God. Can't wait to see you twice a year, Coach. Woo! Atlanta.
You think when he's throwing touchdowns, he's going to run past their sideline real close and stare him down like he did here?
Atlanta was going, Baker's a good opponent, but thank God he doesn't hate us like he did the Browns. They brought not only did they bring Stefanski brought half his staff. Yeah. That's the Atlanta Browns. You just pissed off the other team by hiring somebody he doesn't like from half a decade ago. The Browns are the gift that keeps on giving. They fucked up the NFC South somehow.
Watch him win the division now with Stefanski. I was going to go, what the heck?
Oh, my God. I absolutely love it. The amount of just douchebaggery that's happening right now is fantastic. Speaking of douchebags, our
Minter?
Fearless leader...
Oh,
nope.
Minter, sorry.
Nope. Our fearless leader is letting his prized coordinator interview somewhere else over play calling.
Yes.
The thing that I'm going to preface this. I don't think Zach is as bad of a play caller as everybody says he is. I think he's a very normal play caller who has lapses at times. And when you have lapses with Joe, Jamar, and T, they tend to stand out a little bit more.
I think he wants to call plays because Sean McVay calls plays. That's what he saw.
I could see that.
That's what he tutored under, and I think that's what he wants to do. And I think he would see it as a failure if he relinquished that. I would see it as growth of recognizing and being aware of what's going on and maybe giving yourself a better chance to win so that he can focus on things that are more than just calling plays. When he's calling plays, if his defense has had a bad series, he doesn't even have the opportunity to address those guys because he's calling plays again. He can't say, I got to go talk to these guys because I don't like what I'm seeing here. Maybe he would never do that, but
my buddy
he doesn't
John,
give himself a chance.
my buddy John and I kind of went back and forth on this. I guess you guys know him as Game On 513 in the Twitter sphere. Game On, as everybody calls him, and I went back and forth on this. Who would you rather have as OC? Would you rather have Callahan or Pitcher? And I said, I don't think it matters because they don't call the plays. And
Right.
Callahan got us to a Super Bowl. Pitcher got me to an AFC championship. Does it matter?
I don't think either of them got us anywhere. It was Zach calling the plays, except for that brief period of time in the Tennessee game when the headsets went out and Burrow was just completing passes left and right.
Yeah, the headset went out in a game where Joe Burrow was getting destroyed and we couldn't move the ball, and then magically we moved the ball.
Yeah.
Hey, Zach. Come on now.
Zach's ego is so big, he'd rather lose calling the plays than win not calling them.
It's kind of how our ownership operates.
I'd
rather lose
Mike
my
Brown
way.
in him. He's probably going to have a job for life.
God.
He's going to be one of those guys
in the
making
play.
decisions in 30 years.
If you get, well, let's just go on Marvin math. Roughly 2 years for every playoff loss. What do you get for a Super Bowl appearance?
Oh, my goodness.
Is that like a 30-year contract?
Oh, boy,
Did we just get a mortgage with Zach Taylor?
I'll be in a dirt nap by then, and he'll still be here.
You're not allowed to say dirt nap.
No?
You've said it like one time, and it worked. So don't.
Oh, I did.
You're not allowed to say dirt nap again.
Okay.
I'm glad we've got our one fan watching tonight.
Yeah, that's it. See, I mean, we have our lack of stability because we are a very dysfunctional podcast. What's that? Oh, it's a Reese. Oh. Go ahead and talk for a while.
I don't really know what to talk about. I was going to make fun of Cleveland, which went a lot faster than I thought. You handled the Browns. We already addressed Zach.
Baseball and the ridiculous
Baseball.
salaries that are to a strike are going to be meaning.
Yeah, you wanted to talk baseball.
Yeah, owners. I mean, times we all have seen it many times, and they'll do this work stoppage. It'll look like they're putting their foot in the ground. They'll have their arms folded. The owners will, and at some point they won't be able to take it anymore because they're going to figure out how much money they're losing because they make a lot of money. These owners do in baseball, and they're going to say it's just not worth it, and continue to go back and have the haves and the have-nots, which just kills the sport. And I know the Reds made the playoffs last year. So those teams do periodically pop their head up, but it's so infrequent. If baseball could do it like football, it would be a far, far better sport, and they would increase their viewership because you'd have more fans across the country engaged.
I'll be honest.
Do what?
I kind of forgot the Reds made the playoffs. I'll be honest.
Well, I didn't forget because I spent a lot of money to go to LA to sit there for 6 innings and get. It was nothing before I knew it. Saw 2 guys each hit 2 home runs against us in 6 innings.
Yeah.
Otani and Hernandez both went deep twice. And I thought, okay, I'm out of here.
And you didn't even bring me my freaking Dodger Dog wrapper.
No, I didn't get you a Dodger Dog wrapper.
I just wanted the wrapper that said Dodger Dog.
It didn't say Dodger Dog. It was a foil wrapper. It did not say Dodger Dog. I wasn't going to bring you home a blank foil. Here, I'll just go in my closet or my cupboard here, and I'll get some Reynolds wrap and crinkle it up and say, here's your Dodger Dog wrapper.
You know what? It's like when you fake in it for your kids on Christmas. I would have believed it. Just dribble a little mustard in there. Drop a
There
little
you go.
ash of a cigarette smoke on it. We Dodger dog wrapper. I'd have bought it. I'd have been, yeah. Or I guess in California, you put a little weed on it. Yeah. If that thing came back smelling like mustard and weed and it was all wrapped up Reynolds rats, I would have believed you brought me a hot dog from LA.
Well, we are 20 minutes into this. I guess I'll officially go on record. I don't know why, but I think the Bengals are going to make the playoffs next year. I have no idea how they'll do it, why they'll do it. It could be that they'll just get there because all the other teams are just so bad. But I got a feeling.
I don't
I got
know
a feeling
what the
they'll be
directions
better
are.
somehow next year.
I don't know what the directions are of the AFC North right now. I mean, obviously, you've got three of them starting over with different staffs.
All right, we got Jesse Minter, who, again, highly glorified defensive coordinator who knows if it's going to work. Half of the time does, half of the time it doesn't. Pittsburgh hasn't made a decision yet. Cleveland hasn't made a decision yet. Cleveland doesn't have anything to work with besides Myles Garrett. I mean, Cleveland – I mean, if Cleveland does anything besides come in last place, it'll be surprising to me.
Yeah, I don't really know.
There's nothing there.
What they're going to do. Well,
Again,
here,
I don't know how Lamar Jackson's going to feel now about Jesse Minter.
I don't know because there's all kinds of rumblings.
I mean,
Jeremy Fowler put it out there.
Deal. That's a big deal for Baltimore. I mean, people talk about Joe Burrow's seemingly not into it all the time now or whatever. He's done this almost every year. Every year, Lamar Jackson just decides he's going to quit on his team for a few games or even more. Burrow will get us to the playoffs with willpower alone. I think he's pissed. Well, I know he's pissed.
Right now he's at McDonald's.
Well, he was at McDonald's. Maybe that was him.
McDonald's
maybe it
orders?
Wasn't him. Could have been him. Could not have been.
What is Joe Shiesty's McDonald's order? Is he a McFlurry guy?
Anything? Do they have any SpongeBob stuff at McDonald's?
Not right now.
No SpongeBob meals or anything?
No, they will at some point.
He probably is a McFlurry. He's going to be something a little on the soft side.
Soft?
He's going to be on the soft side.
You think
really
he's
is.
soft?
He's going to be on the soft side, just like SpongeBob and, you know. I mean, there's nothing for McDonald's anyway. It's not like you can get a whiskey or anything at McDonald's.
Here's a
I think McFlurry sounds like something cutesy that he would do. He probably has McFlurry underwear.
Might be something I have. So, how about we have a different McConversation? Do you enjoy? Because I do, because it's my generation.
You're not supposed to tell me. You're not supposed to ask me a question and then start and then say, "But here's how I feel about it." Then ask the question.
Well, it doesn't matter for me. This is strictly for you. But I want it out there that I like it. Do you enjoy all the SpongeBob stuff on the video boards during the game?
No.
Oh my God, I love it.
No.
I absolutely love it.
Again, I just want to win.
The shell has spoken. Oh my God. I crack up every time I see that.
Just want to win. I don't care about all that. All that stuff's fun when they're winning. It's like when Chad Johnson used to do all his crap. It was fun when they were winning.
Oh, speaking of former players.
Yes.
Did you see the Pac-Man Jones interview?
I know he said something very derogatory, I guess, towards the Red Rifle.
He dropped the freaking people's elbow from the top rope.
What did he say?
Oh my God. He was on Edelman's podcast, which I do enjoy Edelman's show. And I forget the exact verbiage and everything, but they were saying, you guys were pretty good. Like, you had some good teams. Is there anything really holding you guys back? And he said, Andy. He said, Andy's the reason why we didn't win. He said, we'd get a lead in the fourth quarter. We're going, Andy, don't fuck it up. Don't throw an interception. Don't do this. He said, you look at that, the Chargers playoff team. He said, we were so good. We should have won that game. He goes, here comes Andy fucking it up again. He said, we had McCarron. McCarron was doing great. Should have never let Andy go back in. We should have just kept going with McCarron. He just was like, he said he's soft. They said he was good in the regular season. He said, yeah. And when it mattered, when there was pressure, nope. Folded like a lawn chair. Man.
Didn't know what he said exactly, but I heard it was pretty direct.
Yeah, and they asked him something to the effect of, did that ever divide a locker room? He said it didn't divide the locker room. He said, but, come on, dude. Because they were asking about the Bengals. Like, does that ever divide the locker room when the defense just can't get it done? And he's like, it doesn't really divide it, but you get frustrated with it. But man, he went scorched earth on Andy.
Andy will probably be around again next year. He'll just be holding the clipboard, or they don't hold clipboards anymore. Not sure what he does. He'll just kind of be listening on the headset and watching some guys play football.
I was looking at his career numbers, and it's just like, because he gets like 1,000 yards a year, whether he wants to or not. He keeps inching up. Carolina,
that's right.
I was kind of rooting for Carolina because I thought it'd be funny to watch Andy win a Super Bowl. Hey, he got one.
Speaking of the Super Bowl.
Yeah, let's pivot to the championship Sunday. Who are you rooting for?
Well, I bet you there are a lot of people rooting for the Rams for the sole reason that they don't want another quarterback to have the Super Bowl ring before Joe Burrow.
So I had that mentality before championship Sunday was set. I don't think I care who wins it this year because it's going to be kind of fun either way. I like Stafford. I know a lot of people probably have that butt hurt. The Rams beat us. I can't be a Rams fan. Fuck that. It is what it is. They happen to be the team to beat you. I don't have any ill will toward the Rams, right? So if Stafford wins again, I've watched Stafford since I was a kid. I think he was drafted when I was in like 7th grade. I'm in my 30s. I've enjoyed his career. I think he's probably a Hall of Fame quarterback. I think that would probably lock it in if he won it.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle's fun to watch, man. They're physical. They hit. I think Sam Darnold's never really been given a fair chance before, and it's fun to watch a journeyman have success.
Well, I think he had a fair chance last year in Minnesota.
Yeah, maybe. But
and
again,
they
didn't reward him. They got rid of him.
Yeah. Well, they got rid of him because they were committed to the other kid.
Yeah, well, that worked.
Yeah.
Then you have you got Drake May, up and comer. I don't necessarily want to see New England already get back.
Yeah.
They had it too good for. If there's one team I don't want to see win, it's New England. But I also like Drake May, so it's like, it doesn't bother me. I think I'm kind of pulling for the Broncos. How freaking cool!
Yeah, without a quarterback.
Yeah, here comes Jarrett fucking Stidham.
I don't think they have a chance. I really don't.
Did you see the back and forth between the Broncos and Patriots this week? I think it happened like all today.
No.
So they had asked Sean Payton because somebody had made the quote.
Strangers in the house.
Yeah, he's back. They had asked Sean Payton because somebody had made the statement that the Broncos basically are no longer the 1 seed. They're done. Which I understand why you're saying that, but the Broncos quarterback play is not what got them to the playoffs. Bo Nix was good, but that's a complete team. Right? That's a gritty team that finds a way to win close games. If they can keep it close, they still might find a way. And Sean Payton kind of came out and said, we're going to be fine. You can rest easy. We'll be all right. And then the Patriots, Kayshon Boutte, the receiver, came out and he said something not derogatory, but kind of slammed them. Like they don't have a chance. Who's Jared Stidham kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they brought that comment up to the corner for the Broncos. Surtain, I think.
Okay.
And they said, did you hear what Kayshon Boutte said? And he goes, who's that? Just subtle trash talk. I don't even know who that is. I like that. Like, obviously, you know who the guy is. You're in meetings. Like, you're very well aware of who their number 1 guy is, or number 2, because they got Diggs. It's still just so funny. Like, who's this guy talking? I'm kind of rooting for the Broncos. I want to see a team with a backup quarterback win a Super Bowl. It's happened a few times, but I want to see it again.
Yeah, I think Seattle's going to get there, and I think New England will get there, and I think Seattle will win it. Is what I
do
think.
too.
Seattle look looks the most complete out of all those teams.
And Seattle was a team, because I've got a coworker who's a very, very big Seahawks fan. And he made the joke earlier in the year, like we're talking August, and he goes, Seattle's going to the Super Bowl this year. And he always does the, God, who's the comedian that always, Shane Gillis. He does he always gives it the like Donald Trump thing that Shane Gillis does. And he goes, just saying, Seattle's going to win the Super Bowl. And I'm like, no, he's not. It's Seattle. They got Darnold. I was like, you just got rid of Metcalf. You got Jackson Smith and Jigba, who at the time had not done anything yet. And a couple good rotational backs. And Mike McDonald, who I think is the first-year head coach for them right now. Because they had just got rid of, I think they just got rid of Pete Carroll. And I'm like, dude, I'm like 8-8, 8-9. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And bang, here they go. And I looked at him today, and I'm like, dude, you might win the freaking Super Bowl this year. And he's like, I didn't really think it was possible when I was running my mouth in August. He's like, but here we are. Who'd have thunk?
Yeah, I think they're the most complete of the 4 teams. I hadn't seen them play hardly at all until the last couple of weeks, but man, they're good.
It wouldn't bother me for the I think when we talk about I don't want to see a quarterback win it before Joe, it's really like 2 or 3 guys.
Yeah, you don't want to see Josh Allen win it. You don't want to see Lamar win it.
Right. I don't care if Sam Darnold wins it. I don't care if Darnold wins it. That doesn't bother me now that I really think about it. I didn't want to see Bo Nix win it because he gets a lot of hype. I would love to see Stidham win it. May kind of falls in that conversation of one of the new Golden Boys on the rookie contract.
Yeah, and
that one would bother
reminds me a little bit of Burrow. I think where they're at right now, I think Burrow is a better quarterback in year 2 than Drake May in year 2. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can compare it right now.
But there's nobody I dislike right now. And I think you're going to get some really, really good football the rest of the way. I think that Bronco game.
I dislike Lamar.
I know you do. I don't like how he quits on his team.
Yeah.
Love the talent. I don't have anything wrong with his pressers or his interviews. Love the highlights. I loved him in college. I can't stand that whenever there seems to be some kind of conflict with the team, he gets hurt and then he's magically ready for the biggest games and then the coaches get fired. Like, there's, if it happens once or twice, okay, but it's happened like 3 years in a row. So you either need to say, hey, I'm hurt all the time and I need help, or you're a quitter. Like, I don't believe that you're always just hurt.
Right.
Especially, like, the last 2 games of the year when it fucking matters. It's just...
Yeah, if you've got an injury and you're missing a lot of games and they have not put you on IR, Trey Hendrickson, there's something a little fishy going on.
Well, and the other thing is, like, and let's be honest for a minute with ourselves as Bengals fans. When we beat the Ravens in the playoffs 3 years ago, whatever that was, if Lamar plays in that game, I don't think we really have a chance. And
I mean, maybe. I mean, Huntley played really well.
Huntley played very well. And
he had
always
the
has
fumble
played
goal
well.
line.
He did. I saw a highlight of that today, and I saw the play right before it, which I didn't remember.
Oh, he had like a 30 or 40-yard run. He got tackled at the 1-yard line in the left corner pylon.
By Jesse Bates. And I went,
is that who tackled him?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember the
thanks,
play.
Guys. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I was looking at some Jesse Bates stuff today, just seething. I don't know how many times you and I have talked about cost of replacement versus just signing somebody. They've got that one way wrong. Let's go to that one for a second. Truly, let's pivot because I'm that one's fresh on my head. They tagged Jesse Bates that year for like $12.3 million, which seems like an incredibly cheap tag right now, considering what we hear for some of these other positions, right? When he went to Atlanta, the next year his cap hit was 9. The next year after that, his cap hit was 10. The year after that, his cap hit was like 13. And I'm going, you spent more money to just do the 1 year. You could have said, guys, the tag almost cost 2 years of what his next contract did.
If you remember, and I'll admit, I wasn't a big fan of Jesse Bates.
You like Jesse Bates the player, but
his final year, he admitted he was playing somewhat careful and not to get hurt. And I didn't like that. I thought I can't hook my wagon to a guy that's making a business decision in the fourth year of his career or whatever it was, hoping not to get hurt so he gets a big contract. He's not playing for the team. I'm glad he went to Atlanta. He's never going to win. Let him stay down there.
He's with the Browns now.
Jesse Bates went to the. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, he's never going to win, so it doesn't matter. He's another one of those guys that chased the money and didn't care about the ring.
Well, the point being is, yes, he chased the money and didn't care about the ring, but two, his cap hit this year, which is the last year of his contract, which was done well and backloaded, is $24 million, which for a starting safety is really not drastic money. It's good money, but it's not hellaciously unacceptable money, right? We've $70 million in cap space. We still can't find a safety.
Well, that's just our own stupidity.
Yeah,
and lack of really lack of wanting to win.
Well, you could have easily afforded it.
I get you.
I can't stand it's just they're going to do that with him. They're going to do it with Trey. They're going to struggle to replace corners. They're going to struggle to replace linebackers and D linemen. Just pay the guys. You can afford it. The league is structured. There's so many ratios with how these contracts work, and there's so many ways you can get creative. If your team says they can't afford it, they have drastically fucked up. The Browns still go out and sign players, and they have the worst contract in the history of football on the books. Don't ever let somebody say your team can't afford it. That's stupidity. That's just your owner not wanting to spend money if that's the case. You can always afford to re-sign your guys. And if you truly can't, you maybe you've done exceptionally well and always hit on your guys in the draft. The Eagles are kind of getting in that boat where they're having to let a couple guys walk because they drafted so damn well and so many of them are going to make superstar money. It's the only team I can really ever think that is in that position. It doesn't happen very often. So sign your guys. Always sign your guys and sign them early. If Chase Brown isn't signed this offseason, it's a failure.
We know there's 4 or 5 guys they need to sign.
Oh my God.
How about Risner? Haven't heard his name in about a day.
If he's not signed by the end of the month, I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe they're waiting until I was going to say the next calendar year, but that starts free agency. You don't have to do that.
Right.
Sign him.
Yeah, I don't know what they're waiting for.
He's posting highlights of himself as a Bengal on Instagram. He's going on every talk show and podcast. Sign me, sign me, sign me. And he's not going to command a whole lot.
No.
He's just not. He's 30 years old. He's only played 1 or 2 really good full seasons. He's always been a jump to team kind of guy. He's found a spot he's happy and wants to play, and he's on not the wrong side of 30, but closing in on 30. He's perfect. He fits. He wants to be here. He's productive. He's affordable. Why that isn't done last week is beyond me.
And we'll never know because you can't ever ask any more questions.
Nope. Gotta wait for that fucking mock turtle soup day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy a can of that and just sit there and stare at it next year while Mike Brown's sitting there like a fucking turtle talking away. Just there's not a whole lot of people in this world I hate. I hate Mike Brown. I despise Mike Brown. The one thing in my life that I want to really, really, really go right, I have zero control over, and it kills me. I wanted to find an amazing wife. Bingo! Found it. Made it happen. Wanted a good job. Bingo! Found it. Made it happen. Wanted to have a good place to live. Bingo! Love where I live. Wanted to get out of credit card debt. Wanted to get a master's degree. I've been pretty much like manifest, just put your, nose down, grindstone, bullshit, whatever, make it happen. I've been able to kind of do everything I want in life. The one thing I want just about more than anything, the only thing I wouldn't sacrifice for it is my family. I'm not giving up my wife. Love her to death. Right, Ashley? Yeah. Not giving up my wife for it. I'll give up my house. I'll give up all the money I got in the bank because I can always make more. You can take my fucking left arm. Can't make it happen. I gotta sit here and just... I can sit here and crunch numbers. I can run my spreadsheets. I can tell you if that's a good move or a bad move. Joe Goodberry keeps track. I keep track. Jake Lisco keeps track. We all do. We can tell you. Probably not a smart decision if they go that route. Sure as shit, bang, they go that route. Why? God, it's painful.
You done?
No, it's painful. Maybe I'm just freaking spoiled because I've been able to get anything I want in my life. The one thing I really want, I can't make happen.
Well, at least you got me.
Yeah.
For a little longer. However long.
Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Thank God we do this. You'll freaking die one day and they'll just come find me. I'll be out in a freaking cocoon cave somewhere just watching 4 years of Rally Around the Natty going, oh!
You got me dying now? Is that going to be 14 years or 24 years?
Maybe.
4 years?
Maybe. We can't even get a show to go right for like one day. You think we got 14 more years left in us? We had 6 people watching.
6?
6? What happened to the days of like 40?
Oh, we took a long vacation.
Yeah, we need Jimmy to come produce the show again. We need Greg to start doing his idiot sandwiches and grilled cheese and
all that weird stuff that people tend to like.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton
grilled cheese sandwich.
A ham sandwich or whatever he said.
Grilled cheese sandwich.
Grilled cheese. He's grilled cheese. Okay.
And it's a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh my God. Well, we got to 42 minutes on my self-loathing. We did it. Next week on Rally, I'm going to have better Wi-Fi because I ain't doing that shit again. I'm going to go find a Wi-Fi extender, figure out what's going on with my router that I paid way too much money for.
We're about a month pitchers and catchers.
Jesus Christ. Do we have to think about those assholes? We got 1 billion pitchers and catchers. Our pitchers can probably hit better than our outfield.
McLean's going to have a good year.
Where's Micah Owens? He would be a superstar on this team.
Marte should be hitting behind Ellie.
Marte's going to get hurt.
Sal Stewart lost 25 pounds. He's probably going to hit the ball 50 foot less now.
Yeah,
he's going to just fly out to the warning track all the time now and look like he's in better shape.
Okay. I'm genuinely no, I'm not going to ask. That's just going to get me in hot water. It'll be an HR violation. We'll pass that. Next. Hardwired is the best. Fuck Wi-Fi. The issue is I'm in my kitchen. And my router's clear over there. If I hardwire, I'm going to have, like, it's going to look like a beautiful mine. There's just going to be shit everywhere. I'm not going to be able to work.
Are we
Come
done?
hardwire my shit. How do I fix this? Help me. Help me. There's a phone jack behind my screen. Does that work? But that's a phone jack. Does that do anything?
I think you need a Cat 5 or a Cat 6 system.
Would that work?
A phone jack? I don't think so. No, not unless you got dial.
Story time. Back in the day when I was in grad school, but before I was what I would consider myself a decent working employee now. I'm still very goofy, and my coworkers will attest that I'm probably very annoying at times. However, back in the day when I worked at Speedway, as a gas station attendant. I was not hardworking, and I am far less mature than I am now, which is not saying much. We had a staff shortage at Speedway, and they shipped me off to another Speedway. I went from the one down in Colony Square in Lebanon to the one up in Columbus Avenue, up kind of like northern Lebanon, I guess. Kind of near the Walmart, for those of you that are near the area. And I walked in, and their point of sale systems, which I always thought was funny that they called them POS because they were, needed to be rebooted. And they asked me if I would reboot it, and I said sure. And I'm going flipping switches, whatever. And I'm sitting there, and this is not my store. These are not my customers. I don't know where all the cigarettes are. I had got really good knowing my customers and the cigarettes. That was the one thing I was good at. Here comes Billy. He wants 3 packs of Marlboro Ultralights. Here you go. He's got 3 coupons. Bang, bang, bang. I was good with the cigarettes. I had those down. So this guy's like, no, I want, 2 cans of Grizzly Winter Cut, whatever. I'm like, all right. And I'm going through the cans trying to find everything. And all of a sudden, from the back closet of Speedway, I hear, and I'm like, holy shit, is that dial-up? And the manager there was like, yeah, we run on dial-up. And I said, it's 2016. Because I was coaching at LaSalle at the time. I said, there's dial-up? I thought it was gone. They go, yeah, we pay for it. I said, how much is dial-up? Like, can you even get on the internet? They're like, well, it can run the calculators for the screens. I was like, it's struggling to do that. You have dial-up? And I looked it up. They're like, yeah, we pay like $12 a month for it. I said, $12 for dial-up? There's like, you get HughesNet for like 20. What the fuck are we doing? Dial-up. If you ever go into a Speedway and you want to shut their shit down, dial-up. I'm pretty sure you can still buy it. Can you still buy dial-up internet? Yes, you can still buy it through Net Zero. Who has dial-up internet in 2026? The Browns? Is that what they're doing wrong? HughesNet was slower. I put his comment up there twice. I do like the comment thing.
Yeah, look at that little thing. It's just
there.
covering my Marvin Lewis scratch zone. But what's the weather today? Well, partly cloudy for the defense.
Do your job. Keep grinding. Do your job. We gotta be better. Heard that shit for 20 years.
Move forward. Just got to move forward. Keep on shoveling.
Right.
What was it? What was about the gas and the brakes? And what was that one? Can't remember that one.
Oh my God. Run on your own gas.
Yeah. Oh, whatever that means.
Run on your own gas. We had. Did those phrases leave with Marvin? Do we not get
we don't have that anymore.
The season idioms that we used to get?
I think Joe Burrow would just look at it and say, "This is stupid. Let's just play
Joe
football."
Burrow would say, I'm just going to go play Pokemon and get some McDonald's. You guys can figure this out. I freaking love that. Joe's like super dialed in during the season, but I guarantee you if I for whatever reason was good friends with Joe and we were hanging out right now, he's playing fucking PlayStation 2. Like, he's dialed into like Final Fantasy and sitting there with a guidebook going, how do I get the better sword? Like,
he wants a sword.
So cool.
He wants a fossil sword.
Yeah. Fossil sword.
Fossil sword.
Oh,
moments.
If you need to get me a birthday present,
I don't need to.
Coming up.
It is coming up. We're a little more than a week away.
SWA.
Sisters
know what it stands
with
for.
Attitude.
Yeah, Sisters with Attitude. Makes an exceptional lightsaber. throwing that out there.
I'm not buying you a lightsaber.
It can't break. They try it a lot. It makes really cool noises, and the lights are pretty good. They had a buy one, get two free, and two coworkers and I looked at each other yesterday and said, it's $300. If we each throw in $100, we can each get a really cool lightsaber. And coworker one, which is me, said, I think I can get away with it. And coworker two said, I might be able to get away with it. And coworker three said, it depends whose card we put it on, because someone's wife is going to say, who the fuck spent $300 on a lightsaber? And I would say, it was three. It was three. It's an investment.
All right. I think we're coming to an end here. It's been 50
I love
minutes.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't. I got work to do in the workshop.
I have to be at work in 12 hours.
You're frozen. There's your again. Say goodnight, son.